The 20th century began with World War I, a war to end all wars, or so we led ourselves to believe. But can we ever change our ways? With outcomes such as these, we really should have learnt our lesson, but the truth is, a century of bloodshed had only just begun. As a race, and as individuals, we all make mistakes. We like to believe in rites of passage, in learning and growing and changing, but can a leopard ever change its spots? After World War I, we punished the Germans so badly they felt humiliated and wanted revenge. A charismatic leader got hold of that emotion and led them into a war which would ultimately involve the world, showing that we hadn't learned from the last World War. We often feel the need to punish each other. This is a mistake I made myself. I remember a time when I robbed money from someone who was mocking me. Guess what? It didn't work. Hitler's revenge led to World War II, which claimed the lives of more than 70 million innocent people. So does humiliating punishment really work? After World War II, we wanted to feel that we could control the globe and never let this happen again, so that we could be reassured that our ideologies were right, and that we could justify ourselves to ourselves. The West wanted to control other ideologies, which gave rise to the Cold War, then the Vietnam War, showing that again we hadn't learnt our lesson. Like everyone, I too have been guilty of not learning from my previous mistakes and trying to control a situation to prove myself right. When losing an argument, I took control by smacking my mate. Needless to say, this didn't solve the argument. Now we don't speak at all. And guess what? It didn't win me Mastermind. But you can't force others to agree with your ideologies and succeed. It just doesn't work like that. Now in the 21st century we fear those who we can't control and therefore hate and subsequently wage wars based on that fear and lack of control. We wage war in the Middle East to combat our fear and to show that we're strong. But we haven't learned from the past wars and the rites of passage haven't been achieved. When I should have learned from my other mistakes, I became stronger by becoming what I hated, and took control of others by becoming the bully to stop myself being bullied. Guess what? It didn't work again. Like the Americans in Afghanistan and Iraq, I learned pushing people around can backfire big time. We hold remembrance days for those killed through our mistakes, but still we don't seem to answer our own cry for help. I'm now 19 and still learning my rites of passage into a responsible and well-rounded adult. I haven't been in trouble for over a year. I wish the human race could say the same.